Sportico on Tuesday surprised many in the Ottawa market by announcing that the Senators had hired a firm to sell the NHL franchise. After years of speculation about the property situation in Ottawa, this finally felt like solid news on an elusive subject. In the hours that followed, The Athletic spoke to three people who had direct knowledge of the situation and requested anonymity, as they were not authorized to share the details of the process. All three confirmed that an outside firm was hired to assess the value of the Senators franchise and to investigate the possibility of selling the team. Advertising. When contacted for a response to this story, the Ottawa Senators declined to comment on Tuesday. But frankly, it's a story that has significant traction. Where is the sales process now? One source summed up the situation using a very simple real estate analogy. While the for sale sign isn't officially in the Canadian Tire Centre's front yard, Senators are basically actively assessing the value of their place to a real estate agent. And they have secretly informed some potential buyers that their home will be on the market soon. Multiple sources said a more formal and public announcement that the Senators are officially sold should come this month. And at this point, the team will officially debut. Who oversees this process? The Senators signed a deal with a New York-based firm to evaluate the franchise value and investigate a potential sale. Galacioto Sports Partners website states that the company oversees engagements in more than 100 transactions in the leading U.S. professional sports leagues as financial advisor, arranger and representative. Ottawa Senators are listed as one of its key clients. Will the team stay in Ottawa? Whenever a Canadian franchise is rumored to be for sale, there will be rumors about potential relocation to other markets. Two of the sources speaking to The Athletic said there were multiple groups looking to buy the Senators franchise and keep them in Ottawa. Both sources indicated that potential buyers are extremely interested in the possibility of a downtown arena at Le Breton Flats. In the spring, citing a source familiar with these ownership groups, he said there was no scenario where he could foresee the club leaving Ottawa. The same feeling applies today. The only time the NHL will consider relocating is when no investor has stepped in to keep the team in Ottawa. And that's certainly not the case in Ottawa. Who are the potential new owners? At this point, potential ownership groups want to stay in the shadows as much as possible. In the past, Bettman has frowned upon potential owners who began leaking information and speaking to the media before they were officially vetted as an owner. The brash and outspoken businessman Jim Balsillie, who is trying to buy and plant coyotes in Hamilton, serves as a cautionary tale for potential new owners. Advertising. Roger Greenberg, chairman of the board of Minto Group and a real estate mogul in Ottawa, went on record saying that if Senators were on the market, he would have put his group's name in the hat. When asked if he was interested in buying the Senators from CTV Ottawa in April, Greenberg said, "So yeah, if that's a feasible thing, we'll probably agree when the time comes." In addition, there are a number of other groups, one based in the Toronto area and others based in the United States, that are expected to be serious bidders when the process officially opens. What is the potential selling price? In their latest NHL franchise valuations this week, Sportico listed the Senators as worth $655 million. Pittsburgh Penguins sold for $900 million in 2021. If there's a minor bidding war for Senators, the price tag may be higher than many people initially anticipated. There are some outstanding debts that need to be serviced, but the Melnyk property can make a tidy profit if it sells a majority stake in the franchise. Eugene Melnyk bought the Senators and the club's home turf for just under $130 million in 2003. How does the Le Breton case affect this? There is still an outstanding legal wrinkle that could play a role in selling the franchise. Eugene Melnyk, through his Capital Sports Management Company, filed a $700 million lawsuit against Trinity Development for his failed arena project at Le Breton Flats in 2018. Trinity bounced back and filed a $1 billion counterclaim, and the two sides have entered a legal battle ever since. The next court date in this case is set for January 3, 2023. A new ownership group will no doubt want to clarify this a bit before moving forward. What is a realistic timeline for this to be completed? the January 3rd court date should not be seen as any hard or fast line as it relates to the sale of the franchise. Advertising. A realistic timeline for completion of a sale is believed to be in the range of 6 to 9 months. There's a possible scenario where in principle they agree to sell the team sooner than that, but once all the paperwork is done, we're probably looking at a spring or summer deal. Financial transactions of this magnitude often have unseen hurdles and bureaucracies that need to be eliminated, and Melnick's passing in March, leaving his estate to handle matters, adds another layer of complexity to the situation. Katie Strang of The Athletic contributed to this story.